Hello everyone, my name is Jenna and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to begin our practice in easy pose. So you kind of have the options to take a half lotus, or you can just do crisscross applesauce. Once you find your comfortable seat, try to get your booty out of the way. You want to be on your sit bones. Once you get nice and cozy, you just have your arms rest on your lap, your palms will face the sky. If you feel comfortable, you can close your eyes and just start to find that connection to your breath. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Big exhale from your mouth. Do that a couple of times just to center yourself into the practice. I also invite you to start to set your intention for today's practice. What motivated you? What is your reasoning for coming onto your mat today? And just kind of let that singular item, word, thing guide you through your practice. You may open your eyes if you've closed them. Bring your right hand to your left knee. Left hand's going to come behind for a seated twist. We are holding poses for an extended period of time today, just to really focus and hone in on our deep tissues, our neglected tissues, and our facial system. We're not focusing on one particular muscle group today. We're going to go head to toe. Bring your body back to center. Now shift all of your weight onto your left hip. See if you can straighten your left knee to point to the top of your mat or whichever angle you're coming from. And then see if you can stack your right knee on top of your left for cow facing pose. Now, if you cannot go this far, that's totally fine. If it ends up being more like a stack of logs, shin over shin, it's absolutely fine. You kind of determine how far you go into these poses. You are the one holding them for that extended period of time. So what you're looking for is sensation, not pain. So you go to your edge, wherever you're comfortable. If you want to deepen in this posture, no matter which one you took with your legs, you can always bring your arms above your head to lengthen your spine, and then you can fold forward. This helps kind of massage your organs, activate digestion, and just that elongating of the spine. But it does create a deeper sensation in the hips. Walk yourself back to center. If you folded, untangle your legs. And then you're gonna take easy pose or half lotus again, but put your other leg up top. So if you had your right leg up top before, switch it to your left. Same deal. Bring your arms on your lap, palms face the sky. If you're not as familiar with the yin practice, it is holding the poses for a really long time. You can go from 2 to 30 to an hour. And what you're doing is you are creating stress in certain targeted parts of the body. And you do this in order to stretch your facial tissue. And now your facial tissue is that internal webbing that covers you from head to toe. It helps us hold everything in place. That tissue is very easily dehydrated. It can become very brittle. And that's when aches and pains, mobility and flexibility, all of those really important factors to make your life easier become more difficult. So really stretching them helps create more fluid into those areas. And it also helps your body create a face change, which is when you stretch, the tissues in your body comes back and repairs it even stronger. So if you are super achy, that's okay. Your body will gradually rejuvenate itself just by giving it a little extra love. Bring your left hand to your right knee, right hand comes behind for a seated twist. Bring yourself back to center. Shift all of your weight onto your right hip. Readjust your right knee to face forward. And then see if you can stack your knees on top of one another. Or you can do the stack of blocks. Your left leg will be up top. It's really important in this practice to keep that connection to your breath, because your breath is what helps guide you through the pose. So with each exhale, I just invite you to try to fold little by little. And exhale fully. Completely empty your belly, even if you have to do a big, exaggerated exhale to do it. Just release. Walk yourself back to center and untangle your legs. Create a big V shape with your legs. Come onto your sit bones. can wiggle out your hips if you need to. I know we just did some pretty intense stretching there. Inhale your arms above your head to lengthen your spine, and then fold over towards your left leg. Just as far as you can. If opening this way is hard, you can always just do the twist and come down. Just be sure that you're not locking your knees. If you are, you can put a blanket or a pillow underneath. Walk yourself back up to center. Other side, bring your arms up above your head. Exhale over towards the right. And if you are super flexible and can just go all the way down, try to keep the integrity of the pose by keeping a flat spine. Slowly press yourself back to center. Bend your knees, plant both of your feet. Keep your legs in that V shape though, you want wide. Inhale your arms above your head and fold in between your legs. Try to make sure you're not flexing any muscles. It can be really easy to start to flex your legs while you're like this. Try to create a little bit of ease. You're not wanting to make it more difficult for yourself by naturally creating tension. Let's allow the energy to flow through. Stay here for just a few more breaths. If any noise is starting to come up in your mind, just recenter yourself by thinking about the intention that you set at the beginning of this practice. Yin is very much so a meditative practice. So being able to practice dharana, which is the 6th out of the 8 limbs of yoga, is focusing on a singular item, a singular thing, a singular person, a painting, a place. It helps bring peace into your mind. And focusing on that one thing helps quiet down all of that excess noise that distracts us from what we are wanting to achieve. Slowly press yourself back up to center. Bring the bottoms of your feet together. Knees are going to go wide. Now you can create a deep diamond shape, or you can tuck your feet all the way in. It's entirely up to you. Just make sure, as always, get your booty out of the way. You want to be on your sit bones. Now, if this feels like enough, stay here. You have that option in every single pose. And if you would like to deepen, the arms go above your head to lengthen your spine, always in a fold. And then exhale, fold forward. Slowly press all the way back to center. Bring your knees together. I want you to come towards the back of your mat. Come into a child's pose. So you can sit back on your knees, or you can bring your knees wide, big toes touch. You choose which pose you want. But just see if you can lower so that your forehead rests on your mat. On your next inhale, lift your booty up. Bring your knees hip-width distance apart. Reach far forward with your hands, and then bow down for melting heart. You can tuck your toes or press into the tops of your feet. What you're not wanting to do is arch your spine. Try to keep a nice flat back. This will keep your knees in line with your hips. And just open your shoulders. Press into your palms to lift your chest. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. And you're gonna lower all the way down to your belly. And rest your arms down by your sides. Just wiggle your hips from side to side. I know we just did a lot of work there. Bring your palms up by your face and press up onto your forearms for Sphinx pose. The same deal, if you feel like your feet are doing nothing, they're just chilling here, tuck your toes. Try to keep everything active. On your next inhale, extend your arms for seal pose. If you're feeling any areas that are a little uncomfortable, feeling a bit a foreign feeling with the sensation, just deepen your breath. Inhale and exhale to those places to release the tension. On your next exhale, lower all the way down onto your belly. And then see if you can push yourself back into hero's pose. Find your ways back on your heels. I want you to shift your legs out in front of you and lower all the way down to your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Just rock from side to side. Extend your legs nice and long. And then hug your right knee into your chest. Go ahead and release. And then bring your left knee into your chest. Release. Bend both of your knees. Walk your heels in so you can feel them with your fingertips. This just keeps everything in line. Your ankles in line with your knees in line with your hips. Bring your right ankle to your left knee, create a figure 4. If this feels like enough, stay here. If you would like to deepen, lift your left foot. Interlace your fingers, hold onto your left shin for reclined pigeon. In practice, we try to move the spine in the 3 major ways of stretching, compressing, and twisting. We stretched in our child's pose. We twisted in our seated twist. And we've compressed in our Sphinx and Seal. And what this does is it brings some lubrication back into the spine and creates that goal of aiding in flexibility and mobility. The goal is always to just make life a little bit easier. If you took a bind, go ahead and release your left foot down. Release your right and switch sides. Left foot comes to your right knee. Again, if this is enough, stay here. If you want to deepen, create your bind around your right shin. We'll stay in this pose for just a few more breaths. If you took a bind, go ahead and release your right foot down and release your left. I invite you now to take any movements that your body is still craving. If you feel content, go ahead and extend your legs nice and long. Bring your arms to your sides, palms face the sky. If you feel comfortable, you may close your eyes. And just start to return to your natural breath and settle in for your Shavasana. I invite you to stay in Shavasana for as long as you possibly can. But for the sake of our practice together, I will leave you in this posture today to enjoy and appreciate all of the benefits that you get for showing up for yourself today. And have a beautiful day. Namaste.